Adventurer at heart, bookworm by choice, I'm always up for trying new things, whether it's exploring a new city or discovering a new coffee shop. I love good conversation, laughter, and spontaneous weekend getaways. And brunch. Looking for someone who values honesty, good vibes, and is ready for some fun adventures together. Bonus points if you can make me laugh.
Need to show y'all something today. It's just a really nice day outside. So, it's all brisk and nice. Oh yeah, mountains everywhere. I like it. So, today, got some stuff to talk about. Man, God, look at that. Mountains look good today. I like it. I like it when the snow's on. So, all right. Bring that again. So, I was talking, actually I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I'll be at my normal microphone here in a second. Don't worry. Oh wait, we're forgetting something. Y'all. Don't worry about my desk. I know it's messy. I'm ordering a new desk so I can be more organized. I'm grabbing the whiskey. Okay, so got a new whiskey to try today that I've been wanting to try forever. And also, now we are at the good audio. What do y'all say? All right, so I swear, go out there, 5 seconds, I'm coughing from the pollen. So today we're going to talk about red flags that I personally see a lot. What's my hair look like? Yeah, it's terrible. It's not long enough to slick back like I like it. Let's do this. Let's go back to the... Oh, yeah. It's a default hat now. I'll see my, like, the mirror's not there to see the bed. It's for my clothes. I've been asked that before. So, red flags that I have seen on dating apps a lot of times. I need water. Thirsty. I didn't drink enough water yesterday, so I'm like dehydrated today. So red flags that I see on dating apps. Sometimes they're funny, and I'm not even, like, some of these are going to sound ridiculous, but I'm not even being like tongue in cheek. I'm being serious. I've seen every single one of these. And some people have probably seen some crazier ones, which, yeah, you can throw some comments down there. Did y'all hear that? The cat just got fed. All right. So, dating apps, red flags, that kind of thing. But first, we are going to look at a whiskey that is distilled right up the road from me, High West Bourbon Whiskey. And it's distilled in Winship, Utah, which is like right outside of Park City, up in the mountains. It's pretty cool. And the cool thing about this whiskey, particularly, not particularly this whiskey, but this distillery, is I actually used to deliver to them. I used to get down to the Four Corners area, with Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, like where they all meet. That's the Four Corners. By Ute Mountain, and I would pick up Indian corn, which is like that tricolor corn, dry corn that you see every once in a while. It was literally called Indian corn. That's the name of the place that makes it. But yeah, I would pick that up. I would drive it back up into Winship, Utah, and go up this crazy winding mountain road to the distillery and deliver the corn that they use to make their whiskey. So I have played a part in the bourbon making process. Boom, you can't tell me I'm not cool. I'm super cool, man. All right, let's hope this one pours better than that last one. And it does. Yes, sir. So much better. Whoop. Taste it off the glass there. Ooh, that's sweet. That's real sweet. I already know this is going to be a good one. They actually offered me, when I used to deliver there, they would always offer a free bottle to just take home, and I was like, I can't, because it's illegal to transport alcohol in the cab of the truck. So I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I can't do it. So this is the first time, almost 2 years later, that I finally grabbed a bottle and I'm going to try it. This is the lower end one they have. It's still like $30, $35, 35 or something like that. I don't know how far out their reach goes, but they are very popular here, so they are good. All right, let's just get the aromas going here. I try not to be too pretentious with this. I know there's videos on how to properly taste bourbon. I just want to taste it, you know. This smells really good, though. It's almost, I don't know. I don't have that, like, nose palate because it's pollen season. I'm just doing some dumb stuff. Let's try it. Let's see what it tastes like. Yes, sir. That is super smooth, actually. Hold on, I gotta get some rocks. Some racks. Urgh. All right, folks. We're back in business. Let's put the rest right down yonder. In the rocks. Uh-huh. That sounded pretty cool. Apparently those Glencairn glasses are really strong. A little bit more. So, now, let's talk about dating app red flags that I have personally seen on women's profiles. I had to make a pretty big list for this one because it's, oh my God, it is freaking crazy. Okay, all right, so number one, some of these are not going to be like insane red flags. Some of them are kind of be normal, but I will explain. I just worked out not long ago. I'm going to explain why I think they're red flags. But yeah, first one up is just politics. If they're going to go ahead and straight out the gate put politics on their profile, I understand why someone would put the politics on their profile, like right off the bat, to just weed out people. And that's fine. You know, you could, if it's just a profile that says liberal or conservative or apolitical or whatever. Same thing with religion. You want that on the profile. But you'll see some people that are like, if you voted for Trump or this or that, or if you voted for, if you own a cat, you're a liberal, or it's just stupid. Like, some people had these really closed-minded things about politics, and I think that some people probably could get along as long as they're not super into politics. I don't think, a conservative man and slightly liberal woman could still get along just fine. I have a lot of liberal women friends. We get along just fine. I don't hang out with them. I'm talking about like from back east, talk to them online, stuff like that. Because neither of us are like super extreme. But if they're like super liberal or super conservative, both of those people are always a problem. Man or women, they're always a problem. All right. Moving on. Kids on the profile. And I'm not talking about just mentioning that they have kids. I mean that their kids' pictures are on their profile with them. One, they're stupid. That's stupid because it invites predators into your life. There are men on these apps that are looking for children, okay? And you're putting your kids all over your profile, and that's just drawing them to you. Two, we don't want to date your kids. Why? We don't care about your kids on your profile. You can list that you have kids. We want to know that you have kids, but we don't care to see them on the profile. We really don't. Be mad at it. You might think that you have good reasoning for it. Oh, I want you to see my kids because they're important to me. Yeah, we know they're important to you, but good God, we're trying to date you, not the kids. So I think these women that do this, they're not really looking for a man. They're looking for someone to provide for their children. And most men now are like, not doing that. Nope, no sir. So, boom, done with that. Next up, bitter rhetoric. And what do I mean by that? Well, you'll see profiles a lot of times where the women are just really negative already on the profile. I'm not dating this, not dating this, not dating this, not dating this. If you do this, we won't work. If you do this, that woman right there does not need to be dating. She's too bitter to have a relationship. She needs to work on herself. swipe left. I'm telling you right now, if they sound like they're just mad at everything and they're listing all of the things they don't want on their profile, they're a negative person. And you need to not be around negative people. I've said that on previous videos. Negative people will suck you dry, and not in the good way. Next up, they say they're celibate. I've seen this so many times. I am celibate. Okay, get off the dating app. Get out of our way. Why are you trying to date and look for a man if you're celibate? Because, I mean, sex is like half the relationship in the first talking stages, right? That's exactly that's how it works, man. Are you stupid? Yeah, you are. If you're celibate, get off the dating app. You don't need to be on there. You're in everybody's way. Go away. Get out of here. Bye. Oh, it's even better on the rocks. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I like my whiskey on the rocks. So, here's another one. And this one's crazy because the dating apps will allow you to select this for the type of relationship you want. Not sure what they want. It'll also be like long-term relationship, short-term, casual, whatever. And then they'll be like not sure. If they select not sure or they say not sure, kick it to the curb, left swipe, don't care. I had to run errands today, and God, that pollen is like messing with me even more. And this isn't even bad. I moved from back east. I wouldn't even be able to talk if I lived back east right now. Like March and April and May, I was usually like non-functional. So, but yeah, if they say they're not sure what they want, then believe them. Don't even get involved with them, because that's the type of person that's probably going to ghost you. That's the type of person that's going to use you for your money to go on a few free dates, and then they're just going to disappear. Don't even bother with it. If they don't know exactly what they want, if they want just sex, they need to say it. If they want a long-term relationship or marriage, they need to say it. If they don't know, then they don't need you, so you don't need them. Left swipe, get them out of here. All right, rave girls. Now, I personally have never dated a rave girl, and if you don't know what that is, you'll see it on these profiles where they're at raves or like big music festivals, and they're practically naked. They might be in like a bikini with some fishnet, and it's all neon green and pink and purple, and they're out there. This is the type of woman that is going to cheat on you one day. I guarantee you, they're too promiscuous and too open out there with their body. They're walking around in public basically naked. I'm not saying they might all cheat, but that's the type of person that's like, they want attention from everybody else. They think it's this liberation thing, but they're not dressing in a way that is respectful to their partner. Now, if you're the type of guy to go out to raves with these girls and they're just actually loyal to you, I'm sure that's a thing, but in general, no, not for that. A lot of guys don't want girls with like Instagrams full of naked, or not naked pictures, but like, promiscuous pictures, sexually suggestive pictures. But rave girls just do it live. They just go out in public, like pretty much naked. It's like, I don't want that. I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean that I'm insecure or anything like that. It's just I don't want somebody that just puts themselves out there for everybody. And most men don't want that. So, what's next? There we go. They do. Now this one happens a lot. This is usually like a younger women thing. On their profile, they will say something like, "I don't check this often. Go message me on my Instagram," and then they'll add their Instagram or their Snapchat. Bro, don't even, because I guarantee you there's like 700 other guys that have done that before you, and you're just number 700 on the list right now. You are putting yourself down at 700 on the list. You're an idiot. Don't do it. Just left swipe. They're not going to pay attention to you unless you're super Chad. They don't care. They're not going to message back. They just want followers on their Instagram. You do not want to date someone like that. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in that position. All right. This one, I don't understand this one at all. Pictures with other men on their profile. They'll have pictures with other guys. And sometimes it's like, it might be their gay friend. I've dated women that had a gay friend. for people that don't understand, that don't realize it yet, I have absolutely no issue with the LGBT community. I have a lot of gay friends. I have bi friends. I even have a couple trans friends. So I don't have a problem with that at all. And that's why I also don't care if a woman I'm dating has gay friends. Like, dude, gay dudes are hilarious to hang out with. I'm just saying, like, they're some of the funniest people on the planet. So that's fine. But if it's guys that just don't look gay, or it's like an ex, I've seen sometimes when women will have a picture with their ex, they'll just mark the guy's face out. Are you stupid, lady? Like, just either Photoshop it out or just use a different picture. Like, come on. That's just stupid. We don't want to see that. That's an instant turnoff for us, because you, one, probably are not over your ex, or you're the type of person that has a bunch of male friends, and then you're like, dude, I'm telling you, if you swipe right on this woman, you're going to end up in the position where she's telling you, oh, you don't worry about him. He's just a friend. She slept with him, bro. Period. Move on. Left swipe. Only group photos. This one drives me freaking nuts. If they only have group photos. Who are you? Which one am I trying to date? I don't understand which one you are. And I've matched with one of them one time just to be like, which one are you? I don't want to date all your friends. I'm not trying to date 700 people. Which one are you? She's like, it's me, this one right here. I'm like, okay, you could have done that. You could have at least put an arrow. Some people only have group photos because they're really social. But if they don't make the effort to point out which one they really are in all those group photos, then I feel like they're kind of dumb. That's the only thing I can think of. It's stupid. The next one, if they won't show their face, they're probably cheating on somebody, and they're trying to have an affair if they won't show their face. So we're just going to move on from that one. Or they're just really ugly. Or they won't show their body. If they won't show their body in their photos, then that means they are, one, either probably fine, they look okay, but they're super insecure, might have body dysmorphia, something like that. And I'm telling you, I've dated a couple women that have body dysmorphia, and it's a freaking, it's a nightmare. They're constantly just asking if, like, they want constant validation, and it's exhausting. I'm telling you, just don't even bother with that. Or they might be a whale. Anybody ever seen Kung Pao, Enter the Fist? It's the guy that wrote Ace Ventura. He made this movie called Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, where he like dubs old like Japanese movies, and it's hilarious. You gotta just find it. It's one of the funniest stupid movies ever. Oh, whale! But yeah, if they won't show their body, swipe left. Here's one that's a combination of what I've said before. The first few photos are groups and not them, just was by themselves, and then they'll have like one photo of just them. That's a person that didn't want to put that first photo up there because they're an insecure person. Again, I just explained why that's going to be an issue, because they're going to want constant validation, and they're going to constantly, wonder if you really like them. Do you really like me? Do you really like me? Do you really think I'm pretty? It's exhausting. Don't do it. Let's swipe. Get out of here. All right. I see this one a lot too. They look high maintenance. So you'll see these girls, their hair's perfect, makeup everywhere, nails, they're on a boat, they're in high class places like casinos or clubs. They just look like they're high maintenance, and they just spend money everywhere. They're always in a different place. They want to take trips. These women are money pits. You don't need to date them. They just want to date a guy. They want a trophy guy that looks good and spends all their money on them. I'm telling you, don't do it. No matter how hot they are. I've matched with one of them. Well, not one of them, but a few of them before. And I can also tell you that not only that, they're usually really shallow and stupid. They're really just dumb. They're dumb girls. And there's like this phenomenon where, like, the prettier the girl is, they're either dumb or crazy. They're typically not very intelligent because they've never had to be. I'm just telling you what I've experienced in the past, because really pretty girls never really have to work for a lot of stuff. They just get things given to them. They don't have to be smart. They don't have to be resourceful. They just get it given to them, and they're a nightmare to date. All right. Number next. They say they don't have time to date. Then why are you on a dating app? You'll see it all the time. I don't really have time to date, but I'll make time for the right man. No, you won't. No, you won't. You will not. And I'm a big fan of, if they wanted to, they would. Okay? If they want to date, they'll date. If they'll put in effort. That's somebody that's telling you right up front they're not going to put in any effort. Left swipe. Go away. Next. They haven't filled out their bio, like at all. None. Again, that's somebody that's not going to put in any effort. Left swipe. Get out of here. You're lazy. You are lazy. Next one. Did I actually put this in the list? But it's very related to what I just said. So I brought up ChatGPT here. And this is gonna be funny because y'all are gonna be like, oh my God. So I'm gonna tell ChatGPT, I'm a woman, write me a dating app. I type faster than this. I'm just trying to type around my my microphone. So I'm a woman, write me a dating app bio to ChatGPT, right? Okay. All right. Now, I probably don't see this with younger women, or not older women, but younger women, I've definitely seen this. Boom. All right. Adventurer at heart, bookworm by choice. I'm always up for trying new things, whether it's exploring a new city or discovering a new coffee shop. I love good conversation, laughter, and spontaneous weekend getaways. And brunch. Looking for someone who values honesty, good vibes, and is ready for some fun adventures together. Bonus points if you can make me laugh. You can personalize it more. Oh, wait. I'm reading the ChatGPT part now. How many of y'all have seen that bullshit right there, or some combination of it? Okay. I'm going to tell it, do it again, but different. Okay? It's going to write the same thing, but slightly different. Full of energy and always looking for my next adventure, whether that's hiking a new trail or trying out the latest brunch spot. I'm a big fan of deep talks, belly laughs, and good company. I believe in making the most of every moment and living authentically. If you're kind, spontaneous, and can appreciate a good pun, we might just get along. That's every woman's bio. They're all using freaking AI to write their bios. They're lazy pieces of crap, and they don't even know who they are. They ask a freaking robot to tell them who they are so that they can get a man. Don't date that kind of woman. I'm telling you, it's easy to point out, and I laugh at it every time. Next, if they only have a couple of pictures, if they only have one or two pictures, they might be fake. I'm telling you right now, they're probably going to be fake. Either that or they're lazy. It's not hard to take a selfie. It's not hard to take a selfie. It's not hard to take a selfie. Next. Filters. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. If all their pics are with filters, like, come on. We want to know what you really look like. We don't want to know what you look like under a filter or 10 pounds of makeup. Men like natural things. We want to know what you really look like. If they have one filter picture, fine, whatever. But if all their pictures are filters, swipe left. They're insecure. We've already talked about this. Don't deal with it. Swipe left. Next. They say they suck at replying. No, you don't, lady. You just have bullshit child 5-year-old communication skills. You don't suck at texting. You just don't care. You're not trying to have a conversation with a man. You're trying to get validation from the 17 other guys that are in your DMs, and you're talking to them, or you're not talking to them. I don't know. It's one of those or both is true, but I'm telling you guys right now, swipe left. Don't deal with it. Bye-bye. All right. If they send their number to you too fast. I've had a couple of women where I would match, we would start talking, and like 2-3 messages in, I get their phone number. And I'm like, what? Okay. Now, at first, that doesn't sound like a red flag. But the few women that have done this turned out to be absolute psychopaths. I'm telling you, they were crazy. I didn't even go on a date with them because I would talk to them on the phone, on texting. Now they have my number, which... One, somebody can get a scam, like they can put your number down, and it could be a scam too. So there's that. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, you don't want to give your number out too fast. You want to get a sense of who this person is. And I've done this a few times because generally, and I've changed my number since I did that. Like I just have a new number for different reasons. But yeah, it's just like, oh, God, man, these women are crazy. They're trying to move too fast. That's what it is. Swipe left. Don't do it. None of their picks are in your country. And this is going to sound racist, but if they're also Asian. I like Asian women, but I don't even swipe right on Asian women anymore because I've swiped right on enough of them now to know that it's almost always a scam. Almost always a scam. Now, if they're Asian and you can tell, like, if you know your local area and they're like in the pictures, like out in public, you're like, oh, I know that place. They're probably real. But if they're like another nationality and you're seeing like European words or Asian words, Like, no, bro, that's going to be a scam. I'm telling you. They're just trying to get your phone number and money from you. It's a scam. Don't do it. Next, the crazy eyes. This is going to be a two-parter, actually. The crazy eyes and really thick eyebrows. Now, these are normal eyebrows, okay? But I know you guys know that there's some women out there that have like these painted on like super thick eyebrows that look like caterpillars or like, I don't know, snakes across their face. Like, I don't understand why women think that looks good in the first place, because it just does not. But that if they have really thick eyebrows, this is going to sound nuts, but I've done studies on this. I haven't. I've seen studies done on this. Crazy eyes and the really thick eyebrows. What are crazy eyes? So there's a lady. What's her name? Hold on. I got to look this up. So the crazy eyes thing is a telltale sign of a narcissist. And there was a CEO, a lady that has the crazy eyes. And I'm trying to look up her name so you can look her up too. And you, as soon as you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. Crazy eyes. Okay, there we go. What's her name? What was her name? God, I don't know. I'm never going to find it. I don't know. She was like trying to be the next Steve Jobs. But like every time she looked, she barely blinked, and she was always like this. This is every time. Her eyes shook. It's no emotion. It's just they want their eyes big and wide, and they just look like crazy people because they are crazy people. Okay, they are crazy people. That's a telltale sign of a narcissist. And somehow, I don't know who even thought about this, but the thick eyebrows are also a sign of a narcissist. Look it up. It's crazy. So again, if they have either of those, swipe left. This one's going to sound funny, but I'm 100% dead serious. Any mention of Taylor Swift. I'm not kidding. Any mention of Taylor Swift. I have matched with so many women that had Taylor Swift in their profile. And at first, back then I'm just like, whatever. It's just like music. All of these women hate men. Every one of them hate men, or they're super feminist. And I know you would say, well, of course they hate men. They're feminist. Well, some feminists don't hate men. They like men, but they want to change the man into a male girlfriend and not a masculine man. I'm telling you, they listened to a woman who got famous for trashing all of her past boyfriends and crying and blah, blah, blah. And you get all these girls that go to Taylor Swift concerts and video call their ex just to say, like, I'm a Taylor Swift and I'm singing this song that's about you and you're an asshole. Get over your ex. Okay? That's why they listen to Taylor Swift. And they're the same kind of person. They're always the same kind of person. Just this resentful, bitter, mean person that does not like men. All right. If they say Taylor Swift, get out of there. Left swipe. Bye. Only got two more. If they put down men in the bio, like if they sound like they're emasculating men or saying that they can do something better than men, or if they just act like they're a masculine kind of woman. And I can't think of specific examples. I've seen it before. But my point is, if you see something where it sounds like they're trying to put men down, or, all men do this, or men do just being negative about men, they're going to emasculate you in real life. They're going to try to put you down, and they're not going to treat you right. They're not going to treat you well at all. Just get away from them. Don't even bother. Swipe left. Don't even talk to them. Okay? I'm saving your life. Last one. This one is going to sound fucking nuts, okay? I guarantee you it's just true. They're pregnant. I can't believe I have to say that. I have seen so many times women make a profile when they're pregnant, and I'm not talking like a couple of months. They'll be like 8 or 9 months pregnant. And what it is they just broke up with the guy that made them pregnant, and they're all sad, and they jump on a dating app to try and find a man to give them some kind of emotional support. But dude, no. No, don't even fall into that trap. You're automatically stepping into the shoes that another man walked out of. Either she is a big problem, or she's never going to get over the big problem that left her. Okay? Done. One or the other is a big problem, and they're both gonna their life's gonna be a nightmare. You're an idiot if you do this. You are an idiotic man. You're just as stupid as she is if you swipe right and try to take her out. I don't care. I know some guys have this fetish where they like pregnant women. Also, you're stupid if you're gonna match with a woman who should be taking that time to sort her shit out, and you're going to take advantage of her to try to have sex. Like, bro, you are a piece of crap. Moving on from that kind of guy, you don't want to step into the shoes of the guy that left her, because either he's an asshole and he's going to make your life hell, or she is a crazy person and she's going to make your life hell. Don't do it. Swipe left. Get out of there. Bye. 30 minutes. All right. I got to record at least one more video today, and I don't know what I'm going to do it on. But that's the first one. Y'all have a good one.